to my home. Please enter. This is a little mini display. I also love, I think I display a lot of the things that I really enjoy. Obviously love football. And then this painting is one of the ones that I painted probably a couple of years ago. It's actually called Spring is for Lovers. And then this one, these two are ones that I did probably when I lived in Florida. And I just love colors and I love the vibrancy of them, and I just love the way that they just make it come to life with the different colors. So I've always enjoyed painting. It's something that I've grown up doing. And then I also really enjoy drawing. And so I knew one day that whenever I had a place of my own, I would want to display my artwork. And so I'm now able to do that. My name is Clarisse Garcia, and I'm currently an assistant women's basketball coach at Wake Forest University. And I am originally, though, not from the South, although I have fallen in love with the South and hope that I don't have to leave the state of North Carolina. I'm originally from Colorado, but my family relocated to Pittsburgh, where I went to grade school and high school. And it was there that I fell in love with basketball. And so every moment I could, I just played and played and played. And so I knew that I wanted to play in college. And when it came to narrowing down options, I ended up picking a school in the east part of Pennsylvania, out in Philly, called Villanova. And for all the reasons that I love Wake Forest, the family feel, the academics, the Division I athletics, and a big-time program, those were all the reasons that I fell in love with Villanova. And so I played there for 4 years and wanted to stick with coaching, and so now I find myself in the coaching profession at a school much like the school that I attended. So I really have fallen in love with Wake Forest and I'm excited to be here. So tonight's menu will consist of homemade pasta sauce, some pasta. Of course, you have to have your healthy greens, so the green of choice is green beans. And then, of course, the protein, which will be chicken. And our personal favorites. You can't have an Italian meal without bread. I'm pretty convinced of that. So, garlic bread is on the menu. We saved the best for last. And I would love to say that I made it, but I didn't. But it is carrot cake. And so, even though it has a label on it, it almost looks like I made it, right? There you go. Voila, right? So I'm sure you've noticed that there are a lot of scriptures all over the house, whether it's on my bathroom mirror or in our living room, in my room. But one of my personal favorites right now is the one actually by the stove. And the reason it's over there is because I spend a lot of time in here cooking because I really enjoy it, obviously. But it's one that has really been ministering to me, and I've tried to make it a habit now of memorizing more scripture verses. And this one specifically, I know that God has created us and He has made us full of purpose and passion, and He's just really has plans for us. And so there are many things that He's promised me personally, but other people that I know and all of the players that I coach and people that I'm with, I know that He has given us many promises. And so this one speaks to me because it just talks about how, you know, Abraham, who's an Old Testament character, had to wait a long time to get his promise of a son. It says, you know, Abraham waited patiently and he was full of faith and he waited and God was sure to give him his promise. And so it ended up being Father's Day, and my parents and I took our family out for a movie night at the drive-in, and we were actually on our way home and got into a head-on collision. And so at that point, you know, you're just kind of, your world's rocked, because personally I sustained a few injuries and most of them were lower extremity. I had broken my ankle, dislocated my hip, tore my ACL, and broke my femur. So I was pretty much out of commission for that whole summer. That happened in June. I'd gone from wheelchair to walker to crutches, and so being bedridden is a good time to just really do some soul searching and see, what am I going to get into next? And as soon as I stepped back on the court, crutches and everything, I just knew that this is exactly where God had called me. So I am in my 9th season of coaching, and I cannot believe how quickly the time has flown. I'm just so blessed right now because I am at Wake Forest, and so right now I'm in my 3rd season at Wake, and so it has been a blessing. It has been so much fun, and the players that we get to work with on a daily basis just really keep me enlightened and inspired and motivated, and they just really are passionate. And so me being passionate about life and my relationship with God and wanting to inspire and mentor them, it really mixes well. The neat thing is that I am able to live my passion and work my passion every day, and that really is with the development of our players. And specifically, I work with our post players and have come to absolutely love and appreciate their talent and their skill set. Every single one of them, I believe, is taller than I am. At my 5'10", I feel short compared to them, and I look up to them literally and figuratively, because they are just doing amazing things both on and off the court. And probably my most favorite time with them is when we get to do guard post breakdown, and so I get about 10 to 15 minutes in our practice slot. Personally, I enjoy what we call the pads, and so we get to bang them in the post, and I get to just kind of hang on them and rough them up a little bit, and then just kind of exude my passion through it and really try and help them get better. And it's a fun time. It's a fun experience, and so I'm very much looking forward to the season, and obviously seeing how the post compete and perform, and then obviously combining that with our guard play, which should be very solid this year. So it's going to be a good season, good times ahead for Wake Forest women's basketball.